All right, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me. And let's go to this screen here. Hopefully you can see me also. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you that were expecting Dave or Danny, you are with me this week. A pleasant surprise, I hope, for everybody. So welcome. Just a quick sound check. Can you hear me and see me? Let me know in the chat, and I will get moving. I am super excited to be invited to do this webinar with you guys, and we are going to be covering some amazing things today. So for those of you that are used to the normal 1000x format of the webinar, that's great. I am going to do my best not to change that format too much and show you some magic. We're going to be focusing mainly on Famous today, FAMOUS.AI. And the way I run my webinars is very, very simple. The chat is a great place to just chat, just go, put some comments in there, make your opinion known, whatever. No self-promotion, please. And then the questions and answers system in the Zoom window, that is where if you've got a specific question you would like me to answer, that is where you will be able to ask those questions and get some great value out of this call, hopefully together. So let me now, because there's a lot of you and chat's going really, really fast, if there's a specific question you want me to see, make sure you put that in the question and answer system as opposed to the chat. I will do my best to keep that up to keep up with that. Is there a way to get a copy of the CAAB workbook used in the video? If you purchase the CAAB course, you would have been given the workbook. And if you purchase the CAAB course, if you send an email to I believe it's David at 1000xai.com, they will be able to help you out there. But that hopefully will help you out. Seems like the video and the audio is not in sync. Not sure what I can do about that right now, but thanks for letting me know. And yeah, so let's get started. We are going to be looking at a few things within Famous. Let's look at a few things in Famous. Let's go ahead and share my screen and go over into Famous. And we are going to be looking at how we can create the very, very best app from the beginning with Famous. Now, this is a question. I love questions. I'm going to stop anytime you ask me a question because that's the whole point of this. And then if there aren't questions, I'm going to fill in with things I would like to cover. Is there a way to add a help screen so that it is obvious for customers, especially for costs, and what Genius button? Okay, so as far as help is concerned, there are about 5 different places to get help. Let me go through those on my screen here. So the first place to get help is help.famous.ai. This is a whole load of help articles. You can search through these articles for, okay, not for that obviously, but for whatever you want, and it will come up with a lot of answers. So that's the first place. I will put that link into the chat for you there. So place number 1 for help. Place number 2 for help, and this will be quite a fun little exercise, is my YouTube channel. Now, in the bottom of the...
Hi, I'm Mark P. Summers, the
tell him to
leading
be
famous...
quiet. In the bottom of the screen down there is the number of subscribers that I have in my YouTube channel. So there are a few hundred people in this webinar, which is awesome, and I love the energy. So we'll see. Let's see how many of you are already subscribers and how many aren't. We'll see how much that that number goes up. Go ahead and click on this. My whole channel is dedicated to Famous. So everything on here is in Famous. There are playlists which break down ChatGPT help, Expo help, Famous, and so forth. So if you're not subscribed, I fully much suggest that you subscribe to this. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Joanna, my lovely regulars. I love you. This is the best place to come, and this is also where I put all of my webinar recordings. And I know some of the webinars that run within the ecosystem here are a little bit behind with their uploading of all of their calls, but all of my calls are uploaded here. You see the number is going up already. Thank you to Lakila, who just subscribed and made that number change. This number is, sorry, wait, I need to work it. This camera over here is in a weird position for this particular screen, and I never know which way to point, because by pointing here, I'm not pointing anywhere near my screen. But anyway, the number is live, and this is what warms my heart and what powers me into doing this. I turned your videos into a knowledge base on Notebook. Awesome. So while we're talking about my videos, in the club, which is, let me just make sure I published these last, I did, awesome. In the club, which I'm going to put the URL for this into the chat. This is another place for you to get help. Here. And in here, you'll be able to get into the video vault as well, which has all there's last week's webinar and so forth. These are the same videos that are in my channel. It's just an easier place to get to them rather than being surrounded by those YouTube scenarios. So that's number two is the, number two is the YouTube channel. Number three is the club, and I'm going to put the URL for the club here. It is free to register and get access to the videos. But if you want, oh, I have already put you've got it twice now. There we go. You can get access to the videos for free. And then if you want access to all of the other things, so let me just log in as a user here so you can see the fantastic features that you get access to. You can book calls, and so you can have time with me. You can play with the prompt builder, which will help you build out that initial prompt you're going to use for Famous. You can look at all your history. This is a new account, so it doesn't have any history. I have a snippet library here. So let's say you were looking to integrate with, let's think, integrate with an admin area. You can just type in admin and it says, I need an admin area for my app. And then here is a prompt that you can just paste into Famous and create an admin area with your app. So that is available there. Book calls, I've already explained. The video vault, I've already explained. But this one here, this feature is pretty fantastic. When you are in Famous and you go to code, you are able to download your React code. That's the code that runs your website. You can download. But what that doesn't do is download your edge functions, which are the magic behind your database within Supabase. So if you go into Supabase and go into edge functions for your project, you'll probably find you have 1, 3, or in this case, 40 something that run the whole website. And these are not backed up when you click on the download for Famous. And so what I did is in the, what window am I in? This one. Let me close this one so I don't get confused. In the club, I've now, for all the subscribers, created this Edge backup. Let me log out of here and log in as a different user so you can actually see this working. It is pretty fantastic. There, we'll log in here and go back to the Edge functions. And so this one's already configured. And here I can download the Edge function. So let's find the club here. It's going to be one of the biggest ones. Here we go. 36 Edge functions run the club. And I can back up all of those Edge functions in one place. And so that is the next place, which is quite good, which is the club. The fourth place, which is very, very good, is the Discord channel for Famous. And in here, the channels to look at are a Famous General. That's where people ask a lot of questions. Let me give you a little tip though. Don't ask billing questions in here. Billing questions are to be sent to billing@famous.com or support@famous.com. That's the place to go there. The people that are on the Discord channel don't have access to be able to answer billing questions. And then on the other place to get help within the club, I forgot to mention, is as a club member, you get access to my own Discord server, which is where you can ask as many questions as you like within the club about your projects and about what you're going on. And you can ask as detailed or as, whatever you want in there as a club member. You have access to basically me. Between my calls, I come into here and I answer people's questions, etc. So Discord channel for Famous, Discord channel for me is a part of the club. And so let me put the Discord link into the chat. That's the fourth way. FAMOUS.AI/Discord. All right, that's the fourth way. The fifth way, you're already here for one of the fifth ways, and that is all of the events. You can see that this event is happening now, but there are 9. How many? 9. Oh, let me go this way. 9 events happening some twice a day. But every day of the week, there is a webinar, a training event, or something. Famous is awesome at making sure you guys have the absolute best support possible. And so these events are happening all the time. To see them, just go into the Discord channel, click on where it says 9 events, and it will list them all out, when they are, what time they are. And the nice thing is this will list them in your time zone, so you don't have to work that out as to when they are. So that is the 5th place to get help. The knowledge base, the YouTube channel, the club, the Discord channel, and the events. 5 amazing places. All right, so let's see. So Vista says, what I'm looking for is my customers to have access to my white label help. It's not obvious on the screen. Your white label help. Okay, so what you could do in your white label is, if you've got a knowledge base, let me go to my dashboard and then white label. If you have a knowledge base you would like to link to, you can add custom body code to add links to your help files and things like that. And so that way you can link off. Now I haven't done it in mine, but you can just edit this and drop in some HTML code that has a link to your help and so forth. The other thing you'll want to be doing with your white label is ensuring you communicate with your clients, and just like I do with in fact, let me do it in Discord. Where's Discord gone? Here. I have, and let's go into Famous. We're in the general channel, and then I have a snippet that I can just, oops, if I spell it right, I can just put in that snippet, and it places all of the different things, the help files. So communicate with your clients and have a set email that goes out when they subscribe that says, welcome aboard, here's some helpful tips, here's where you're going to get help. And so that way, you'll be able to give them the help that you need, Sylvester. So, Libby says, every time I attempt to join Discord, it says unable to accept invite. Okay, let me see if I can help you with that. Can I create an invite people, and edit this invite expires never, and no limit. Generate a new link, copy the link, and then let me give you this. Here you go, guys. If you have problems, see if my link works. That's the link to the Famous channel. Let me also invite you to my own server as well. You'll get access to the lobby area until you're a club member, and but I'll get you that link as well. Create new link, copy link. So that first link I just put in there is for the Famous Discord channel, and the second link is for my club Discord channel, which will both of those are 100% worth being part of. Libby and Marquibe, apologize if I got that wrong. Test it out now and make sure you can get in, and I'll see if I can solve it. Just let me know whether that worked or not. That would be great. All right, so that's Discord, and we answered Sylvester's question about white label. I have some more questions. Is there a way to add? Okay, I did that. Answer none. I did that. Answer done. Joanna, I'm sorry, a bit unknowledgeable. I kind of can see what a snippet looks like, but what is it and what's it fun? Okay, awesome. Well, that's a great question, Joanna. So in the club, I have this prompt snippet, and I haven't actually added to this for a while. I've been a little bit busy in the ecosystem, but I will get back to doing this. But the snippet is designed to basically stop you having to write prompts for yourself every time. So rather than I can, but maybe I need to subscribe. I can get into your link. Either you can or you can't. Okay, so maybe, are you logged into Discord? You will need to have a Discord account if that, so make sure you've got a Discord account. Those two links I just created are fresh links that haven't expired. You shouldn't have any issues with that. So it sounds like it's your Discord that's got the issue. So maybe log out of Discord and log back in. Or if you're not logged in at all, then make sure you create an account and make sure that account is verified if there's any verification process in that. Okay, back to Joanna's question. What is a snippet? So I get asked a lot, how do I prompt for this? Or how do I prompt for that? And what the snippet library is a few little snippets that I have created, and they're basically things that I put into Famous on a daily, weekly basis. And so I use my snippets and I put them I put them here. Things like how do you get rid of mock data and so forth. So rather than you having to work out what you want to do or how you want to how you want to prompt. And prompting is something I'm going to be covering a lot in these webinars, in the right way to prompt to get the best results. I see my numbers going up a lot. Thank you for that. That's awesome. So prompting the right way is very, very important. And the right way I'm going to cover in just a little bit. I have a 3-step process for all of my prompts. I don't prompt ever without making sure I've covered all 3 of these steps. And so let me cover that. I'm going to be jumping around all over the place. Let me remind you about the question and answer system. So if you do have questions, you can interrupt me at any time. Just put them into the question and answer system in Zoom. Be as detailed as you can so that I can give you the very best answer. Okay, so let's look at the club and let's look at something we want to change in the club. So let's go home, no, profile. Here's my profile. Okay, so here we're going to notice something. So I'm logged in as a user right now, and there's this icon, this little camera icon next to my profile image. Now you would expect that if you click on this camera icon, you'd be able to change it, but you can't unless you click on this edit profile button, and then it activates the icon. And so I'm going to use my 3-step process to ask it to fix this issue, okay? And remove the camera icon unless it's in the edit profile screen, so that users aren't clicking on it and just don't think it works, okay? So here we go. The 3-step process, and there is a video in my channel for this. It's entitled...
Hi, I'm Mark.
Be quiet. It's entitled Stop Wasting Time. In fact, let me quickly go to this and grab this URL. Here.
If you've ever typed something like
yeah,
it didn't
there we go.
work,
This video, if you only watch one of my videos, if you only watch one, this is the most important video of all. Because if you're not prompting correctly, everything, that is not a good face that you're pulling right now, Mr. Summers. Okay, let's go back to smile. There. Okay, that's even worse. Now you look like you're going to eat me. Okay. That'll do. There we are. So this video is really important because it covers all of the ingredients that you need for a good prompt. And then it reiterates that you can't prompt with it didn't work, or my app is broken, or you still haven't fixed it. And I get it. We get angry. We get annoyed that we're prompting away and it's not listening. Before this webinar, I was fixing the club sign up because I've launched a new a pricing model for the club, and I was attempting to connect it to a Stripe payment intent, and it wasn't doing what I was asking it to, or it was doing different things. And so those happen to me too. And I use Famous probably about 12 to 14 hours a day, 7 days a week. And so you would think I'd get it right, but it does it for me too. And I get frustrated, and I want to just say it didn't work, or my app is broken, or you still haven't fixed it. But those types of prompts are useless. So let's look. We're going to go and fix this issue, and we're going to do it using the 3-step process along with a screenshot. So we're going to take a screenshot of the area we're looking to fix. We're then going to go back into the prompt builder. Sorry, not the prompt builder, the chat wizard. We're going to switch off Genius, and I will cover Bulldozer and Genius in a little bit. But we're going to switch off Genius for this prompt. And then we're going to use the 3 steps. So those 3 steps are, let me see if I can go to the part in the video that it covers all 3 of them. There we go. Okay. So the 3 steps are, number 1, what did I do? Number 2, what happened? And number 3, what did I expect? I've just seen where I stopped that video again, and I'm sorry. Is there actually a way? There we go. That's better. That's better. I'm having it staring back at me, and I really can't have me going like that. It just doesn't work for me. So let's go through these. What did I do? This is where you explain how you got to the problem. Now, this doesn't just work for problems. This works for new features. So you're going to explain how did you get to where you want the new feature to happen. So let's go back to famous and then say, when a user is logged in and is on the profile page, there is a round circle for their avatar image. Below the round circle is a camera icon. This icon, let me just, so the first part, what I just put, when the user is logged in and they go to the profile page and there's a round circle, that is what happened. The next part we're going to cover, is what I did. The next part we're going to cover is what happened. And so what happened is, below the round circle is a camera icon. This icon is not clickable unless the user presses the edit profile button. Now, I like to, when I talk about buttons, I like to put the actual name of the button in a square bracket. Let me see if I can make that bigger for you. So, I have made it bigger on my screen, but it doesn't show up on there. Let me just copy this before we do anything and make that a little bit bigger. There we go. How about that? Does that? Maybe we can go a little bit bigger. Whoa, there we go. Okay, now that's bigger. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. And anytime, if you've got feedback on usability here, if you can't see this text, then let me know and I can make it even bigger. But when a user is logged in, we were talking about the button. When I talk about buttons, I put the name of the button in little square brackets. So it's kind of saying that that's what the button looks like. Let's go over to the screen, and the button up here says edit profile. And so we put little square brackets. Don't worry about the icon. It doesn't need to know that there's a pencil icon there. So this icon is not clickable unless the user presses the edit profile button first. Okay, so that is what did I do? What happened? The next thing we're going to cover is what did I expect to happen? Please only show the camera icon when the page is in edit mode. When the page is not in edit mode, please hide the camera icon. Okay, so we've covered those three areas. Let's go back to the video screen so you can see it. We've covered what did I do? We've covered what happened, and we've covered what did I expect. What did I do? I went to the profile page. What happened? There's a camera icon there which doesn't work unless you press the edit profile button. What did I expect? I expected the camera icon not to be there until I press the edit profile button. Okay, so we're going to send that off to Famous, and hopefully this isn't going to let me down. And I'm going to put my screen back to the normal size so that we can see this build and test it out. So those three prompts work whether it's a bug you're fixing or it's a new feature. So let's say it's a new feature. Let's go to here while we're waiting for that to build. And what new feature do you think we can add to the club? What would you like to see in the club? Any suggestions? Any thoughts of a feature you would like to see available to you to help? Actually, I already have a feature. So unless you're quick with your suggestions, I'm going to use mine. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm using mine. If you still had a good idea, let me know because I can still add it. Just not then. So while we're waiting for this to build, I'm going to start typing my next prompt. And my next prompt is within the Club Guard. So Club Guard is what I have as the payment gateway, or the paywall it's sometimes called. I call it Club Guard, which is what it's called in the code, because it's basically, this is a feature that is only available to club members. Okay, so within the Club Guard, I would like to create an OpenAI chat wizard that is separate. Okay, this is finished, so let's publish this so we can test it. And then we'll come back to this. Okay, that's finished publishing. We go back here, we refresh this page. And now the edit profile button, or the camera icon has gone. Yay, great. Not finished yet, because what we need to do is make sure it hasn't gone completely. And so when we click the edit profile button, does this still work? And we'll go ahead and we'll add a different icon. We'll click save, and the whole functionality works. When you change something or when you add something, test all the features around that thing to make sure it hasn't affected it. Because if you move on and you start doing something else further down the line, if you then notice it's broken, it's harder to go back and fix something once you've prompted other things afterwards. So always do one thing at a time, prioritize, create your minimal viable product specification. Don't diversify from that. Find 3 main features that you're going to create for your minimal viable product. Build those first. Launch it. Get 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people to test it and give you feedback before you put every single idea into your system. Otherwise, you'll never launch, because you'll be constantly looking at what else can I build? What else can I add into the system? Okay, so there we go. I just showed in one prompt how we fix an issue and make sure it's working fully. Let's go back to adding this brand new feature. And so when within the Club Guard, I would like to create an OpenAI chat wizard that is separate from all the other chat wizards. Please ensure you use, and let me just make this bigger so you can actually see me typing. I am not like the rest of the 1000X team where they use voice in. I'm afraid two things that are wrong. One, my British accent, and 2, I mumble a lot. And so, yes, I'm sorry. I'm not the very best world leader speaker here. And so let's make this bigger, and so you can see my text as I type it. Put that prompt back in there. Okay. Within the Club Guard, I would like to create an OpenAI chat wizard that is separate from all the other chat wizards. Please ensure you use new code and not change current code. Now, this is really important when you're creating a feature that is similar to another feature. What you don't want to do is get Famous to go, oh, well, I've already created this code, and starts editing it to make it do what it wants you to what it wants to do. Okay, so here is why I'm being very clear to use new code instead of regurgitating old code. I don't want to break what's already there. I don't want to break what my users are already using. Okay, so please ensure you use new code and not change current code. The OpenAI chat wizard will be called Bug Fixer. And we're going to put that in apostrophes so it knows that that is one thing, Bug Fixer. And the training for this bot will... Why is my typing not working? Oh, there we go. Will be as follows. Now, I could start typing the training, but here I'm going to go and ask my friend at ChatGPT the best training for this bug fixing bot. So Hi, bud. I am creating a OpenAI bug fixer for FAMOUS.AI users. It will allow them to paste in console logs from the browser or from their edge functions and help diagnose the issues. It will allow them to paste in code and have the code corrected. Please help me write a training blurb for the OpenAI bot that sets up guardrails. People should not be able to ask for stew recipes. So guardrails are basically saying, this is what I want my bot to do, okay? If you don't give it any guardrails, you're basically giving everybody ChatGPT for free. And you don't want to do that because, well, that's not a good way of running your site, and you'll find that your tokens are going to be huge. So we want to keep that as clean as possible. Okay, so those are the guardrails. We won't, here is an example. I don't want it asking for stew recipes. What it should say is, I'm really sorry. I hope you make a great stew. I'm here to help you with your code issues. Okay. The bot will be the very best. Now, for those of you that have followed the 1000x process, this bot training is part of the create model, where you're telling the bot exactly who it is and what its expertise is. And that's what I'm asking ChatGPT to help me with. The bot will be the very best bug fixer for React apps. And it will be called Basil the Bug Fixer. Okay, so what ChatGPT is now going to do is give me the prompt. Here's the identity. You are Basil the Bug Fixer, an OpenAI powered assistant specialized in helping developers debug and fix. So I couldn't have written this, one, in this time, but two, as detailed as this. And so ChatGPT on the side of your development is so powerful. So key abilities, identifies syntax, runtime, blah, 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 guardrails. Basil only fix bugs, not dinner plans. Please paste logs or code for debugging. There we go. That's what it's going to come back with. Type errors. Example of what Basil will not help you with. Give me a beef stew recipe. How do I bake cookies? Write me a love poem. Final objective is be the most trusted lightning fast bug fixer, turning logs into working solutions. I love it. Okay, so we are going to then take that whole thing. What did that take me? 3 minutes to produce the very best and powerful system. And we're going to then say, and the training for this bot will be as follows. We paste in that training. Now, I am going to switch on Genius mode for this. Genius mode, if I hover over this, tells me what it does. Genius mode provides enhanced reasoning and problem-solving capabilities for tracking challenging tasks. It's more expensive, and so use it carefully. Okay, so we've got our whole system here. We're going to say at the bottom, the OpenAI API key is in Superbase secrets OpenAI underscore API underscore key. Now, how do I know that? We go over to Supabase, and to the left, we go into secrets, and then here are all of our secrets, and here is our OpenAI key. So I don't need to tell it what the key is, I just need to tell it what the key is called, okay? And so we've done that. Let's do this. Please ask me any clarifying questions if you have anything that you are unsure of before you start writing code. Okay, I'm going to copy that whole prompt just in case I need it again, and I'm going to go and press return, and we're going to now wait and see what that comes back with. Does anybody have any comments, questions, suggestions on the process that I'm doing? I do have a question in the system here. Oops, I just closed it. Let me open that back up. I'm really sorry, I don't want to derail the presentation, but I purchased the FAMOUS.AI Academy and did not receive the... Okay, I can't help you with purchase and billing issues. So if you have a billing question, you'll need to contact support at FAMOUS.AI or billing at FAMOUS.AI, and they will be in touch. I don't actually work for Famous. I have been invited to do this webinar on behalf of them, but I don't actually work for them, so I have no access to the billing systems or anything like that. I'm just a independent Famous expert that is here to give you as much information as I possibly can and push you forward with what's a very powerful system. But if you have billing questions, and please go ahead and send those to billing at famous.ai, and they will definitely help you out. All right, let's see. So it's reading the sidebar because it's worked out that it needs to put something here in the sidebar once we get this working. It's determining whether we've got the necessary secrets that we need, which is the OpenAI. I helped it out because I already told it that we had that, but if I didn't tell it, it would have looked through the secrets and gone, okay, it's there, I can see it. Okay, and now it's finishing up. Clarifying questions needed before implementing the bug wizard. No changes have made yet. Awaiting clarification on implementation details. Need the user input on the bug fixer placement, the UI design, and the feature requirements. So here we go. So let me take this back to a normal size. And okay, it didn't actually ask me any questions. It just says that's what it wanted. And so let me go ahead and take what I put before, and we'll go and paste that. Here, and now this is the same prompt as I put before, and so I'm going to get rid of the please ask clarifying questions, and I'm going to just give it the answers. So the link for the bug fixer will be in the sidebar, and then where should we put it? Let's go and work that out. I think this should be near the top, underneath the prompt builder. So you build the prompt, and then you've got prompt history, and so we'll put it between prompt history and prompt snippets. So the link or the bug fixer will be in the sidebar between the prompt builder, prompt history and prompt snippets. So it'll be above prompt snippets and below prompt history. Okay, and then UI design will be a clean chat GPT style chat wizard. Okay, and then the last question, feature requirements before proceeding. I've already put the feature requirements in there, so I'm not going to add the ask me any questions, and now it should carry on with developing what I've asked it to do. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Is this useful? Is this helpful for people to know how to do this stuff? How are we getting on? Have I lost you all? Are you still awake? The chat is very quiet. All right. While this is building, let me tell you how you get into the club. So if you go to this address, let's spell it right. club.ai-app.builders. You can sign up for an account that is for free, and you can get into the videos and things like that. And then for a low price of just $27 per month or $147 per year, or just for this webinar right now, I added a $197 lifetime, which means you'll never get billed again, access, and all of those are available in the system. So let me show you how to do that while we're waiting for this to build. You're going to go ahead and click on the Get Started button, sign up with your email address, and it will, click sign up for your Create account. It will then send you a magic little email, which you need to click on and confirm that is indeed your email address. Let me just pull that up and click on that. And then once you're in, click on Profile and then click on Join the Club, and you'll see those three options: the $27 a month, the $147 a year, or the $197 lifetime. So that is how you get access. Once you sign up, you'll get an email with instructions on how to get upgraded to the private club Discord server. So you've got access to that private club where you can ask any questions you like. And so now, just to let you know, we are limiting club membership to 250 people. And the reason we're limiting it to 250 people is because right now, I and my colleague are the only people that are answering all the questions. And we want to make sure that we give you the very best in response. So go ahead, snap it up now, or you may find yourself in a waiting list. All right. Hopefully this is now working on that. Where's the link? I'm only seeing... the club.ai app builder, I'll put it in there one more time. Oops. No, come on. Where's that? Oh, paste doesn't work. That's weird. Oh, that's because I'm on 1000X's webinar thing. So let me just put it in here. AI app dot builders, and then I'll go through that process one more time for you. You're going to, from the front page, click on this Get Started, the purple button. You'll soon learn that most things I do are purple. Click on this, click on, if you don't have an account, click on Create Account, fill in your correct email address, and am I related to Alex? No, I'm not. Do I look related to Alex? I mean, do I really look related to Alex? I don't think so. No, that has got to be, Christina, that's got to be the funniest question I've been asked since I've been in this ecosystem. I've been asked, oh, my business, is my business related to, right, okay. That does make a lot more sense. That does make a lot more sense. I work with Alex. Yes, I've worked with Alex right from the very, very beginning. My business is not owned by Alex. I work as an independent expert for Famous and for 1000X and for as you offer us links. But yes, I am the only person in the Discord channel that has the ability to provide services. So if you go to the Discord channel, you'll see that. Hold on, where is it? Over here. Oh, on this you don't see it. On the right hand side, you'll see I'm the only person that has this little famous AI expert next to my name. So yes, this is my club. Yes, I have a subscription at a per month at a higher. No, Rick, you don't. Everyone, so the club used to be $47 a month, and about 2 weeks ago I reduced it down to $27, and so all of your renewals will all be at that cheaper rate. And so okay, so when you want to sign up, I do not have a trial period. No, there's enough value in there for you to either see the value or not see the value. I love you platonically too, Rick. But yes, let me show you how to get to that sign up. If you click on profile over here and then click on the gold join the club button, and the gold join the club button will give you all of those options that we just talked about. And so if you go home and you click on this join a club button, that is still going to the old way of signing up, which will only give you monthly. And so definitely go through, definitely go from the profile and click on the gold button. And yes, this is being recorded and it will be in my YouTube channel, which 1,041 people will be able to see later on. I'll give you that YouTube channel link again. https:// youtube.com/AI app builders. Unfortunately, copy and paste doesn't seem to work. So there is the recording for this. I'm not sure how up to date they are with their recordings. I know that they've got a little bit of a backlog, but this will be in my YouTube channel for the times that I do it. I'll put it within a few hours in my YouTube channel, just so it's there. Okay, so look, that number's going up as we speak. Okay, this is now done the thing I asked it to do. So let's go ahead and publish this, even though I haven't actually tested it. But that way we can test it live and together, and we'll see. Wouldn't it be cool if this works out of the box right away? Wouldn't that be a great prompt? We will see. So I'm going to log in now as my paid user. And on the left-hand side, we don't have a bug fixing thing. Let's refresh this. Oh, we do. There we go. Just need to refresh. So that's another thing. Before you complain to Famous, hey, you didn't do it, make sure you've refreshed fully. So what's the bet that this is going to work first time? Anyone got a query? Okay, paste your console log and or describe your bug and I'll help you fix it. All right, let's look. Okay, I'm such a great app developer that this whole app doesn't have any console bugs. So let's go and see if I can find a bug somewhere else. What about here? No, that's not my page. Let's look here. Here we go. Here's an error. So this is a console log. If you've never used the console log, this is the console log on the right hand side. We're going to right click and click copy console, and then we're going to go over to here. And this is really nerve-wracking because I've just created a chatbot with one prompt, and now I'm testing it live in front of hundreds of people. If this doesn't work, I expect it not to work the first time. If it does work, I am going to just kind of dance a little bit, but let's see. Okay, so good. All right, well, not good, but I encountered an error. Sorry, please go again. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into super base functions, and we're going to scroll down, and we are seeing that there isn't a super base function that it created. There's nothing in here. Let's refresh this. There's nothing in here that was changed in, in the last little bit, right? I'm not missing anything. I did ask it not to use previous code, and it didn't. So let's use our 3-step process. We've got 4 minutes to see if we can get this working. I'm wondering how much a prompt cost in Famous. I went over by about $90. Okay, well let's have a guessing game. Okay, there's just over 100 people left in the room for these last 4 minutes, and let's see. How much do you think that prompt to create that whole bug fixer would have cost? Okay, it took 4 minutes and 57 seconds, and it did 16 actions. How much do you think that cost? Any guesses? Okay, 3, 2, 1. No guesses whatsoever. Okay, well, let me tell you. I'm going to guess about $12. Let's see. $3.88. Rick, yep, you're on the same page as me. That whole system, although it's not working yet, has currently cost me $4. $4 to create my link in the sidebar and create a whole nice admin system. It's cost me $4. I couldn't even pay an overseas worker $4 to do half of that work, let alone a quarter of that work. So let's get this fixed because we've got 2.5 minutes left. I'm not sure I'm going to do it. But for those of you that are club members, you will be exactly, Roberta. This is a different price model that they had before, but it's awesome. You can't beat this. You really can't. Okay. When I tested the bug fixer, I got an error. I checked in the edge functions, and I do not see any new edge function deployed. And let's spell deployed correctly. Please ensure the edge function is deployed with the bot training below. Okay, and I'm going to give it the bot training that we had before. So this is what we got from ChatGPT. And just so it doesn't have to look back for it. Like, the more we expect it to just know, and it does know, but the more we expect it to know, the more likely we're going to have to prompt again. And I have a minute to do this. Unless you're going to allow me to overrun, which I very rarely do. But there's still an amazing amount of people that have stayed. I'm absolutely flattered. Thank you. But if you're wanting to see the outcome, I will keep going until I have this little feature working. Does anybody have any questions about the club and about the features that I'm building here and making available to you? So the various features of the club are this. They are the prompt builder. They are now the bug fixer. Awesome, Libby. You've got it, and thank you. Welcome to the family. the prompt builder, the bug fixer, the prompt snippets, which are my little snippets as I add to it. Access to all my videos. Occasionally I'm going to put private videos in there. So the club videos, which on Monday, this is another feature, Monday you get access to a private webinar with me. There's normally less than 40 people there. So it's a very small room. It's only for club members. And so you get access to that. And in the club recordings are then placed there under the club guard, which is what protects those videos from non-club members. And then you get Discord channel. Where's my Discord gone? So you get access to my private little Discord channel. I see that some people have signed up to the lobby area, but then there's this private club, which is where you can ask questions. And between my calls and my coaching and my other webinars, I come in here and I answer your questions for you. So that's what we have so far. Oh, and then the ability to book me for 15-minute calls, which nobody else gets access to. Only 15 minutes. They have to book me for an hour. But sometimes there's that little question you need to ask me for. So you can book me for 15 minutes at a reduced rate because you're a club member, and you can just jump in my calendar for that. And that is under the book calls feature here. Okay, so that is all the features, and I'm adding things more and more. In fact, I'm just about to launch something I just added while you were watching, which is pretty cool. And hopefully by the end of today, this is going to be fully working. So it says that it's done it. I'm going to go back into my functions and just see. So nothing got added here, but I did notice this little green option here, deploy the edge function. I don't know why it didn't deploy it in the first place, but it's suggesting that I ask it to deploy it. So I'm going to go ahead and click this. Sometimes when you hover over these green buttons and you read the actual prompt, the prompt isn't as good as you want it to be. And so in that case, what I do is I use the Terrence McMahon voice-in system. So I read what it says and then I edit it to how I want it to be. But this one is pretty good. We're going to use that there. So let's get this deployed and we'll be able to get it tested. When will the recording be available? I need to export it. Once I've finished this webinar, I need to export it, and then I need to upload it. And so if you're subscribed to my channel, along with the 1,044 other people, you'll get notified from YouTube. Thank you, Justin. I hope you saw the number goes up. It's very satisfying when you subscribe and then you see the number go up, and that was you. And then thank you to, I've just looked at the numbers. Thank you to all those that subscribed to the club. Welcome. I look forward to helping you. I look forward to pushing you forward. And I hope you've enjoyed this webinar. If you have, please let the 1000X team know, because I love helping you out and I love being here, and it'll be good to give them feedback. If you haven't enjoyed it, then please send me feedback, because I would like to know, how I can get better. On that, for those of you that are still here, if you've used my services and you've been to my webinars and you've enjoyed my training, I would love a review of that. I will send you my link. Right now, because I've only got 16 5-star reviews, Trustpilot reduced my score down to 4.5, and I would love to find some people that have enjoyed my services to help me get up to that 5-star. Again, if you haven't loved my services, then let me know. Let me know how I can improve and how I can get better. I would appreciate that. I'm here in this ecosystem to help you and to push you forward as much as I possibly can. And if I'm not doing that, then please let me know and I will do better. Come on, let's get this working. It'll be so cool to just see this functioning. Let's go over here and refresh our functions, see if it's done. The point is us testing it, because if it's not here, it's not going to be anywhere. So I don't see it in that list just yet. Greatly communicate the edge function and prepared the deployment. Bug fix and configured. Okay. Manual edge function deployment. The bug needs to be deployed manually. Please run this command in your terminal. Okay, so for some reason the edge function isn't deploying. Now this is going to be a great little tip for you, because you get to these situations. There's no reason why it shouldn't have done it itself, and I don't understand why it didn't work. But what it is doing is it's telling me where it's put the code. And so under Superbase functions, we can go ahead and look for that. Well, I can't see where it's put the code. What did it call it? Bug fixer. It isn't. Oh, there it is. Bug fixer chat. And here is the edge function. So now, let me reiterate. It should have done this itself, but it didn't, and I asked it to do it twice. I'm not insane, so I'm not going to keep asking it again and again. I'm going to copy this code. I'm going to go into edge function. I apologize if I lose anybody in this, but in edge functions, I can deploy my own edge function. And so now I'm going to put the code here. I need to find out what it called it, which is bug-fixer-chat. And so I'm going to give that the name down here, bug-fixer-chat. Now, if I lost you, don't forget this is being recorded and will be in my YouTube channel sometime this evening. But now I have deployed the chat. Okay, so bug-fixer-chat is now deployed. What we're going to do is publish just to see whether any other changes has happened. Okay, Bruce, can you send me an email and I will look into that for you? I will put my email address in the chat for you and I will get that definitely solved. And if you've been charged multiple times, I'll obviously make sure you get every penny that you didn't need to pay back. I apologize you've had an issue. Okay, so we've published this. We're going to go back over to here. No, not to here, to this one. We're going to refresh our screen so we can make sure we've got the very latest. And then we want to find that error message that we copied from before, which is here. So we're just pasting a whole load of errors into our screen. We're pressing go. And what happens? Is this a two-prompt AI powered thing, or have we got a little bit more work to do? There we go. There is our response. We've got several issues in your logs. Let's break them down. It's describing exactly what's happening. It's describing exactly what needs to be done. And here, we've done two things. One, we've created a new feature for you lovely members. So welcome aboard. You've now got this. It's live. I developed it live during this webinar. But we've also learned how with just two prompts, we can create a magical feature within our app. Guys, I hope you've had a wonderful time in this webinar. I look forward to doing many, many more. And let me go back to this screen. I look forward to doing many, many more. And please give me your feedback. Let me know how I can improve. And I will see you hopefully in the next one. Have a great evening and see you soon. Cheers. Rick, I don't know. It all depends on the feedback. If you want me here every week, then give Alex and the 1000X team some feedback, and then I will be. But it's all down to you guys. Give them some feedback, whether good or bad, because that will help them make the decision. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great time. See you soon. Bye bye.